and welcome to the sixth episode of the Mononofu podcast.
Hello. This, as Mark said, is the sixth episode. And apparently, I guess it's the double Oshi episode because all our pictures have two people. Um, I'm David Nemurinata, as you may know, and today we have everyone except Aaron. This is his first time not being here.
Science.
He's very busy lately,
I think I'm
and
the only
so
ever. Oh, I think I'm the only ever present now.
yeah, all of us have missed at least one episode. I think. Well, I mean, Alberto's been on everyone since he started being on the podcast, but he wasn't on the first few.
First two episodes I wasn't on.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm David, and I'm passing it on to you, Jake.
You just introduced me though.
Well, introduce yourself.
Yeah, we're not going to be here to introduce you forever. You're going to have to make your own way in life and your own introductions.
Okay. I'm Jake. You know me. I hope. Maybe not. That happens. Um.
Okay, we need
uh.
to get you some introduction lessons.
Okay. That sounds good. I'll have to write a script.
Yes, that might be an idea. Anyway,
I'm pretty good at that.
my name is Mark, aka Social Anime Guy, aka the Ever Present, and I'm gonna keep calling myself now until I probably end up missing the next episode for some dumb reason.
So you're not ever
That's your new
present.
nickname?
The Ever Present, I don't know.
The omnipotent.
I've got like 10 different
Ooh.
nicknames at this point, like rodeo and everything like that. So to be honest, you could just probably say a word and it's probably gonna be some way of referring to me. So
Why Brody? Never mind.
I could go
I've
into a
been
long
meaning to
story
ask
about
that for a
rodeo,
while.
but yeah, it's probably a bit long to put here, unless people were really that bothered. But nah, not right now. Anyway,
Wrong time to ask. Sorry.
we have Alberto.
And I'm not going to waste your guys' time like the other three did. My name is Alberto, and welcome to the Mononofu podcast.
Mm.
Oh.
I say we get this started right away.
Okay, well, I just think before we get into everything fully, what's everyone been up to?
Well, I've been doing nothing. I went to Baby Metal like 2 weeks ago, and I missed the Sonic thing because plans, failed. So I've just been watching 80s dramas, basically,
Hmm.
for like the past week or so.
Mm, which one have you been watching? Because I've seen you posting screen cap, and it's one I should probably get to watch. And I think you've already told me the title actually.
Okay, I'm watching a few. I'm watching one called Skemondeka, which is the one that influenced Kill la Kill. I'm watching Stepsisters, which is one. It's hard to explain, I guess. And there's one that I'm focusing on right now called Yanamu no Kagami, which is about this girl who has a multiple personality disorder and she doesn't know, and she's getting like all caught up in a bunch of stuff because people that see her at night when she's the other personality are targeting her for like bullying and stuff because the other personality she has is very violent, whereas the her main one is like really shy and not very talkative or outgoing. So she's caught up in a lot of stuff she doesn't understand. It's just very good. I
That
like it a
sounds
lot.
that sounds actually really cool. You're gonna have to.
Yeah, it's not sub though, so you're gonna have to rely on my tweets.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. Okay, then maybe not. Not for now, anyway. Um, but yeah, I've been actually quite busy since the last episode. I have been basically traveling the length of the UK to different places. So I have been to a graduation for someone in my family from university. I've been to a convention called Hyper Japan in London, which was pretty cool. I met up with some people, did some cosplay, watched a group called Charisma.com, which are an electronic Japanese rap group, which are pretty good, and I definitely recommend checking them out. They're really good live as well, like really good. But apart from that, not too much really. I did that and then thought it just collapsed, basically. But yeah, Jake, what you been up to?
School. Yeah, basically. My professor likes to add resources that weren't there before at the last minute, and they're related to the assignment. So yeah,
Nice.
that's basically school and stuff. Really unremarkable.
How about you, Alberto?
Uh, Same for me. Pretty uneventful. Well, not same in the sense that I have school, but not much has been going on. Pretty uneventful, except for something that happened a few days ago that we're gonna get to talk about later.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I want to allude to. Yeah.
I think it had a bit of an effect on all of us. Let's say.
Maybe.
Oh yeah. I
Mhm.
would guess as much.
In fact, since we're about to get into the news, why don't we talk about that first?
Yeah.
Okay then. So, in case you have been sleeping under a rock or something like that, we got the
I feel bad for you.
yeah, it might hurt a bit. It might hurt.
If you have been living under a rock, you missed out big
Time.
time.
Definitely.
Yeah, we got concert news for the American tour at long last. We got venues. The tickets came out, and
Not
we
only did
and we've all
oh, I'm
got
sorry.
tickets. We've all got tickets. The tickets are still available, so don't think you missed out. But
It's a very limited amount though.
yeah,
Yeah.
So if you haven't jumped on that,
Act now.
do that as soon as possible.
definitely.
Yes. So, which concerts are you all going to?
Well, I'll actually be traveling over to America to go to New York with a VIP ticket because I was thinking of going anyway, and those VIPs are too good to pass up.
Yeah,
Oh,
I agree. At first I was really, maybe I shouldn't do VIP. I've already seen them before. I've already met them. But in the end, I just could not pass up the opportunity again. So what I'm doing is I'm going VIP for LA, and a bunch of SoCal Mononofu are planning a trip to New York as well. So I got a GA ticket for New York just in case I can join in, and I will bust my butt to work to get money for a flight. So let's hope we can do it, and I can meet Alberto and Mark and some more people. Sorry, Jake.
Not me. I'll be the elusive one.
Because you're gonna be only going to Hawaii.
Only the one in Honolulu. That is correct. The smallest venue. It'll be interesting to see what they do with that. It's really small.
yeah, because
It only fits 1,000 people standing. So
yeah, it seemed like a
And
weird venue to put it in because of being so small.
oh, and of course I got VIP. So
of course, why wouldn't you? And
yeah.
just like Mark and David have already mentioned, I will also be in New York with VIP. So all of you listening, uh, at least for those of you who are actually going to come to New York, I
Yay.
can't wait to meet all of you, and even Mark and David. Unfortunately, I will not be able to meet Jake because again, he won't be coming to New York.
yeah.
Let's not forget Aaron. He's also going to New York.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Aaron's going to New
He's
York as
going
well.
VIP both, isn't he?
Oh
Yep.
yeah, he's going
That's
VIP for
amazing.
New York and LA, isn't it?
That's pretty sweet.
Pretty cool.
Okay, so I think now that we've gone that, we should probably go into a bit more detail onto what actually was announced for the concert instead of just saying what we've done. So we got the dates. We already knew that it was Tuesday the
It all
15th
happened really
for.
quickly.
Yeah, it did. It like happened, and then the tickets came out basically the next day. So
Yeah.
to summarize, the Honolulu concert is going to be taking place at the Republic Theatre in Honolulu,
It's not
which is
even a theater, it's a club.
a club really. It's like a 1,000. It's a 1,000 person venue,
Yeah.
and it's the smallest one significantly than the others. The LA one is actually the biggest venue, which I'm surprised at because I wasn't sure too many would go to LA. They'd either go to Honolulu or New York. But it seems that the LA one's quite popular. And
Didn't
that's going to be
surprise
at the
me.
Wiltern, which is the 2,300 person venue. And the New York one, which is a Saturday, is at the PlayStation Theatre, and that's a 2,100 person venue. The tickets were split between VIP and general admission. The general admission varied in price by venue, but the VIP, oh, the VIP was something. Um, the VIP was $150, but you got the pre-show talk Justice with MomoClo's, which is an amazing name. You also got an exclusive poster, if I remember right. You got
Not signed.
no, it's not signed. They do specify that it's not signed actually. But even so, like it's an exclusive poster just for the US tour. I'm guessing it's gonna probably match the posters they put out for each venue, but we don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
for
assuming
certain.
it's that poster. But even
I
then,
like
it's
those
not a,
posters.
exactly. They're,
Yeah.
they're they're good posters either way.
Oh yeah, they are. As well as that, they have the ability to get a photo with the group. So you'll be able to get to meet them like properly and get a photo with them, which is probably the main reason that I went for it, not gonna lie. Like
To get a
Yeah,
photo.
to get the photo, yeah, because you get a
that was the
group
biggest
photo
thing for me
session.
too.
Yeah, last year at Anime Expo Day Zero, they were taking pictures with people, but I showed up at the last second when they were leaving, so I couldn't get one.
Oh,
Uh,
Wow.
so yeah, this is to make up for that.
yeah. You also get priority entry into the venue itself. So basically, with a lot of them being standing venues, by having the priority entry, you can basically also get right to the front where the stage is. So you've basically got front row, or the front couple of rows of where the standing people would be. So there's quite a few advantages. Oh, and you get a laminated pass if that takes your fancy.
Oh, that's cool.
The laminated pass makes it all worth it, really.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. One th-
Uh,
one thing
uh,
I've just thought there out of the blue. If we like with most of us being at the New York one, we should maybe try and get a live podcast recorded
That
before
would be
or
cool.
after.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
We would have 4 out of 5, but right now we have 4 out of 5.
Plus, anyone else at the venue could just like crowd around and just like shout over the mic if they wanted.
Exactly.
That would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's something that doesn't need to be thought of yet. I just literally thought of that right there. But
I would tune in for that.
yeah. But yeah, it's pretty good, not gonna lie. And I think we're all quite excited.
Yeah,
Oh,
just a
I,
little.
I I'd say uh excited doesn't do it justice.
No, it really
for sure.
doesn't.
We need to come up with a new word that perfectly describes how we feel.
Hashtag can November
Um,
come tomorrow.
yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean, I remember when it was actually like this is just a little story for people. In our like we run these podcasts through Discord, um, and we just found like I think one of you links the details for the LA one. Like it just suddenly came out of nowhere. And it turns out that a couple of hours beforehand there'd been a very quiet press release done on a website none of us had heard of, which gave all the details for all three, but none of us had heard, and I don't think a lot of other people had heard. And then we managed to find the information for the other concerts through Twitter. We were sharing it out on the feed, and then we suddenly found the press release for all of them because it wasn't even on the site at the time, and we were all like
Right.
literally
Yeah,
losing it.
I didn't. I found everything through Twitter. The first thing I saw was the Wiltern like announcing it, and I didn't know what the Wiltern was. So I was like, "Is this a credible source?" Like, yeah, I was like, Could this possibly be real?"
It,
And it ended up being true.
it seemed to be.
So then,
It's got interviews with a couple of the artists even. I saw an interview. I think I
yeah,
saw a Baby Metal interview on that website. I saw a Charismacom interview. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the
just
Wiltern is the venue, so.
it's just I'd
right.
never heard of this website, and it was the only one that had the press release at first.
Oh, you're talking about the posters, the one that had the posters?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I wonder
Yeah,
why they
that was
did it so
weird.
quietly.
I was like necopop.com or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know.
And then when we found out about the New York one, it had already been announced like 5 hours in advance, and no one knew
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
like the
because
first person that retweeted that.
yeah, like
because
oh
I
sorry.
I like saw it and I was like, oh, we finally know the one for New York. And then I look at when it was announced, and it was like 5 hours ago. I was like, why has no one said anything about this?
Because literally, no one knew the venue before then. Nobody had seen this press release. Not even like JP Mononofu or any American Mononofu. It was literally the only thing we thought that I think it was what happened is that I ended up searching MomoClo's Z on Twitter and looking
Yeah.
for tweets mentioning it, and then just stumbled across the one for the PlayStation Theater.
Yeah, that's how I found it too.
It's basically how we end up. It basically ended up being that our podcast was one of the first things to break. That even though with a known quantity for like 8 hours, it ended up being that we sort of broke it, broke the
You heard it
news.
here first, folks.
The Mononofu podcast where you get news first.
And before we actually do get exclusive news, but yeah, it was insane.
It
But
was crazy.
Yeah, no doubt.
okay, so
No, another thing too. For LA, the password Justice did not unlock
Yeah,
VIP.
they changed that to yeah.
Yeah, so everyone when they were trying to get VIP was super stressed because they couldn't unlock it and they changed the password without telling us. So it was a huge ordeal, and then finally we got news that the password was changed to reserved, and then people started to get to be able to buy them. So I don't know if it's sold out yet for VIP for LA, but for New York, it definitely is sold out.
is it? Is New York
I
VIP
think
sold
so.
out? Whoa.
Wow.
If there is still some for LA, there's very little. Cause like 2 days ago there was like 20 left, something like that.
How do you
So
know
if
how
there,
much is left?
I'm gonna actually have a look at
says it.
this right now.
Oh.
Yeah, if one of you wants to check, you can. But it says it on the actual, says it on the actual site where you can buy it.
Okay.
Okay, there still seems to be a couple of VIP left for thingy, but I'm on the mobile side, so it doesn't tell me the exact number of how many VIPs are left. But there does seem to be some available for LA. As for New York, um,
New York is sold out,
New York
and
definitely sold
Honolulu is
out.
sold out, I think.
Oh, really? Wow.
Well, Honolulu is a much smaller event, so there's going to be a lot less
Yeah.
people
Right.
who can get VIP basically. Um, yeah, it's definitely sold out VIP for New York. Wow, things are going. Things are going.
Yeah,
Might come back for another round.
Hey, I hope
hopefully.
so. And hey,
After such a quiet release and they still sell out as quickly as they do.
if they think that there could be more going towards, I don't know, other places like cough cough the UK, cough cough Europe, cough cough um Sunderland
Sounds like a pretty
specifically,
bad cough
cough
there.
cough.
You may
Uh,
want to get that checked out.
I think I might do. I might go to the doctors tomorrow.
You have a cold?
It's actually genuinely, I do think something's starting to come on.
Oh,
So we
Oh
shouldn't
boy.
joke about that.
Half our people at the Mononofu podcast are getting sick. Jake was sick a few days ago.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm better now, though.
yeah, but it would be great to see a European one because apart from when they performed, I think at a French convention like 2 or 3 years ago,
Yeah, they
where
went to Japan
they
Expo.
went to Japan Expo for the Sailor Moon announcement, and that was it. That's all they've done in Europe.
Right.
Yeah, it's like
Did they
it'd
go
be
to Germany too?
no, they've not been to Germany. Definitely not. One thing I
I thought
do
there was a video on YouTube about it.
they might have been there when they went to France because
Yeah.
a lot of people who go to France sometimes stop off in Germany. I remember
Right.
once I went on a school trip to France. We got a ferry to Germany and went from Germany to France. So,
That's cool.
so it's not sometimes the case of going through Germany to get to France. And it
Hmm.
depends on where they went. They could have done that. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Um, it'll come back to us. Yeah. Anyway, is there anything else anyone wants to add about the US concerts before we move on?
Oh yes. Actually, there's a GoFundMe going on right now. For the
Yes.
LA concert, and if you pledge some money, it's for a flower banner. The goal is $550, 100 for each member, so they each get their own flower banner, and the 50 is for transportation. So we want the goal is to let them let them know that we really do appreciate their coming here, and so basically a warm welcome for them. So if you can pledge some money, it doesn't have to be a lot. Uh, that'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll probably be looking to drop a little bit on that once I get paid and I actually have money to do so. But it's pretty cool. They're doing it for each member. It's just for the LA concert, but even if you're not going to LA, I think as a way of showing that the appreciation would be a great thing for people to get behind if they can.
How long is that GoFundMe going for?
It
I
doesn't
don't
have
know.
an end date. It's just ongoing until basically the concert. So it's got
Oh,
quite a bit
okay.
of time. But they've got $80. I think we checked just before we went on air.
Yeah, they've reached 80 of the required 550.
Yeah, I'll probably
And
put
even
like
then,
$10 towards it when I get paid. So
there's another 4 months left until the actual concert. So everyone has plenty of time to donate if they can.
yeah,
That'll be
exactly.
cool.
But yeah, good stuff. It's getting exciting. So moving,
Things are really starting to come into play now.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's only um 7. I'm working that on the fly. 38, 68, 99, 114 days until the first concert.
Nice.
I was literally just
Maybe we should have a
working that
countdown.
out there with a calendar. Well, I would genuinely make a calendar, like a countdown or something.
Now
Like
begins the countdown.
5, 4,
That'd be
114,
cool. Yeah, right.
113,
3, 2, 1.
112, 100.
Yeah,
A bit of a long countdown, but it gets the
a
idea
really
across.
long one. Hey, if people are allowed to count down the next days to when the football season starts again, I think this is justified.
Definitely.
I agree.
But yeah, it's exciting. Moving slightly, but not too far away from the concert. In Japan, if you're an Angel Eyes member, you also have a possibility to get tickets. I don't 100% know if they're VIP tickets or just general admission ones, but they have tour packs going with a Japanese touring company called JTB. And as part of that, they have some exclusive merch that's just for buying these tour packs. It's one of the baseball T-shirts, but it's got like the blossom going across it. I'm not sure if it's just Kaneko or whether it's with all the members. Do you know if that's the case or not?
From what I understand, uh, for those who buy it, they can have their name on the back. If I understood correctly, like
Really, you're
their
not
own
gonna put
name.
your name on the back. You're gonna put your favorite members on, really.
I mean, I don't know. I might have misunderstood,
I mean, no, oh,
but
like I'm sure that is the case, but if we're being realistic, nobody's gonna put their own name on the back.
Yeah. But those shirts are so cool. I want one.
They are quite cool,
I want one
actually.
too.
Just as a general thing to own. But yeah,
But if we don't get those, I hope that the merch that we do get ends up, being something we do like.
well, we do
Yeah,
know
there's almost no info about merch so far.
They're
we know
probably
that
still trying to figure it out.
we basically know
um,
there is merch. There's 3 bits of exclusive merch. We don't know what it looks like at all.
and on the site, it said, or what they call it is Mononofu Japan uniform, and I assume that that's what we saw,
But
like that
it
the that,
doesn't
that
seem
like
to be. It
The
doesn't seem to
t-shirt.
be.
yeah, because it's like it says Mononofu Japan on it. So I just assumed that's what it was, but I guess it's exclusive to you know.
Well,
I
I
think
read the whole thing that they had on the where the t-shirt was displayed on the website, and it said that the t-shirt is supposed to like differentiate a Japanese fan that's coming from Angel Eyes to basically represent Japan to the Kaigai Nofu. So that's what made me think that this is only a Japan only thing,
Hmm.
just like the colored shirts for Anime Expo were Japan only. So I don't know. It's too early to tell, honestly.
Well, that kind of makes sense in a way.
yeah. What it seems to be is that they've got those ones, but there is going to be a different one for us, or just generally available at the concert even. I'm just actually getting the website up now just so I can confirm that. But yeah, it basically there's 3 bits of merch it's gonna be in total. Yeah, it is definitely exclusive. Having a look at this. Um, yeah, definitely.
I just hope I can buy more CDs though.
I think
Yeah.
I don't think they're
Yeah,
only going to sell the 3 bits of exclusive merch. They'll bring CDs across.
Good. I hope so because Baby Metal didn't bring any except their vinyl.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
But
surprising. Cause
only the vinyl?
although
So I
then
got that.
Well, probably because vinyl is like the only thing that sells in America.
I mean honestly, I would have thought that like And maybe not the albums, because really, if you're going to a BML concert, you probably own those. But having the vinyl or having some of the singles that they did pre the first album,
Yeah, no.
which are quite difficult to find as far as I know.
The
Yeah,
singles from the first album.
Yeah,
like
like
Megitsune.
yeah, Meggy Tune.
Oh,
I almost bought
yeah.
that single at the time, and I'm actually really regretting not now. Like, oh, it's frustrating. But anyway, that's a bit aside. There's
I hope they
the
sell their new single. That's
yes,
what
because
I'm hoping for.
that'll be out there by then.
Yeah.
I'll probably have it anyway, so I probably won't pick it up. But I would be shocked if they didn't have it there, if I'm
I
being
just don't
honest.
want
Yeah,
to deal with the shipping.
I don't see why they wouldn't bring it.
Yeah, because a lot of the American fans might not have it. It's like the same with the Blu-rays; they might not have it, so they would bring them.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
why I
I
think they will bring a lot of them across. Plus, even at the Japanese concerts, they have like stands with just their albums and singles. Like
like all of them since the beginning.
not all of them, but a decent chunk. Like heck, this like they even had, considering it was the Amaranthus Haki no Yoake Dome Trek, they were selling Amaranthus and Haki no Yoake, and I'm like, how many people would have actually gone without owning the albums already? I mean,
Right.
I'm sure that they had some exclusive posters you could only get if you bought the albums on the tour. So I have a feeling some people did double dip, but even so, they did have some. I I think they only had the singles post Fifth Dimension, if I remember right. But they might have had some early ones, but I can't remember. They had the vinyl, which is what I picked up, the Fifth Dimension one.
That's cool.
But yeah, I would be shocked if they didn't have a stand with at least some Blu-rays and stuff.
Yeah, at Anime Expo, they brought their more recent CDs, but none of their pre Z era things.
Yeah, I'm guessing it would
Which
be the
is weird
same.
because they had like those older posters.
The
Yeah, they
posters they
had
can
the one
reprint.
poster from Mirai Bowl, but that's it.
The posters they can reprint easily, though. Really, let's be honest.
Uh,
So it's not gonna be difficult for them to just go, oh yeah, here, let's make the Mirai Bowl posters again, which is a really good poster. I'm so glad I have it on my wall. Cough cough.
I need to frame mine.
Same, but I don't really have room to put another frame because I've got my Happy framed, my MomoClo Happy framed, so I don't really have room to frame a poster. And if I was, I have a couple of posters I would frame. But yeah, the
Speaking of which, I need a happy, but they don't sell them.
eBay or well, Yahoo
Yahoo
auctions.
auctions.
Yahoo
That's where I got
auctions for
mine
those.
from.
I found a couple.
I got mine on there pretty cheap. So, but yeah, the merchandise they're selling exclusively for the tour is the uniform, which I'm guessing is the baseball T-shirt but in a different design. Muffler towel, which will be the same as like it'll be the different design but the same to the ones they usually sell on the Japanese concerts. And they have a silicone wristband. So I'm not sure what exactly that would be, but
It's just a wristband.
oh, I thought for some reason it'd be like something a bit bigger which went round the wrist. I don't know.
Nah.
That would still be a wristband though. I don't know. I'm surprised they're not doing a glow stick.
They probably will sell their latest one, maybe.
Yeah, you'd think they would do a glow stick for it though, really.
I don't think that would have to be to make a new glow stick for something like
Well,
this.
maybe not, but
Yeah, I figure they just have older ones
hey, if they
instead of
had
making
if
a new one.
I need a second glow stick. I need a couple of more glow sticks, even though I've got one already.
I
I
have
want
3 glow sticks, and only one of them is MomoClo.
I want a couple to change color because the one I've got is only yellow, and I want one to change color to each of the members. And I
I only
preferably
have
want
a
one for
blue
each
pinky
hand.
Oh yeah, Jake has his Akari one.
Which unfortunately might not be the greatest for the concert.
No, I'll take it with me still though.
Yeah, might as well.
Solidarity.
Yeah, I can't
Ow!
see them. I
Two.
can't see them not selling the glow sticks because it's just not the same experience without one.
Yeah,
No, it really
definitely
isn't.
not.
I
Anyway,
need to get a red one.
we have a lot of news to cover, so we should probably move past the concerts.
Yeah, we've been talking about this a lot.
Yeah, but in summary, we're all very, 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 very excited. And I'm guessing a lot of people watching, based on the chat, are very, 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 very excited too. But anyway, the next bit of news we have is the Peanuts. They're an older Japanese group. There's going to be an anniversary tribute album with covers by modern artists,
I
and
believe didn't MomoClo already cover some of their songs on Folk Mura?
I think they've covered a few on Folkmura. But what this is going to be is a album with lots of different artists, but of interest, Kanako and Shiori are each going to do a song. It's not exactly clear whether it's going to be them each doing one individually or they're going to do one together with Momotomai, but it seems to me it's going to be one each, from what I can gather. But that's going to be something that's quite cool.
Yeah, something to look into.
I'm one thing that's I'm quite glad about. They really are differentiating a lot for different things that aren't exactly as a group and aren't just related to MomoClo. Like with Momoko's solo album, with a lot more of the solo stuff in general. You are like with this cover album. Areen did a bit with Teddy Lloyd for the Silent Planet album. Um, they're each doing their own little things separate to the group. Acting in movies as well, like the anniversary movie, which we mentioned in the last episode.
Right.
Which, as an aside, got a trailer this week, which I didn't know about, but everyone else apparently did until 2 minutes before the episode. So, not gonna lie, while we were doing introductions, I was watching that trailer a couple of times. But yeah,
Nice.
that's a bit of an aside. So they are doing a lot more that's not just oh yeah, here's some more like, not that I'm not saying that, like, you know what I mean when I'm trying to it's hard to put it forward properly, but instead of just doing MomoClo stuff, they're branching out a lot more into lots of other different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I seem to notice that they do that a lot around this time of the year.
Yeah, it seems to mainly be around this time that they do. Usually between, like, over the summer months that they seem to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cool to see that they're going even more in their branching out with this cover album. So more the merrier, really.
Yeah. That'll be cool to see at some point. The movie, I mean.
The movie will be cool as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the 5 separate stories thing, so Shiori probably won't be in it very much,
Apart
but
from her story, or like the story she's in.
Yeah.
yep.
Oh, we're offline.
Oh? No, definitely up. It's showing up here.
Uh, it was offline a second ago for me.
It
Yeah, it's there.
literally just for a split second went offline, but now it's
Okay.
back, I think.
Yeah, it's looking fine for me. I apologize if there was a problem there. Um, Yeah. Anyway, what we were saying, if while there did seem to be the little problem, is that with the anniversary movie, which just had the trailer, um, it's going to be like 5 separate stories. Shirin will probably just feature in the story that she's part of, but either way, um, it does still look quite cool at the movie in general, but also quite interesting because Shirin is in it. So therefore, I will definitely have to watch it and I'll probably end up buying it as well. Yeah, not gonna lie, I will probably end up importing the Blu-ray for that and crying as I do so
Why?
because it'll cost money
Yeah.
and I'll be a student by that point, so I'll be poor.
Ah, that'll do it.
I
Yeah.
will find a way. Yeah.
You must.
We have 2 other bits of news. More just like updates on things that we already knew about. One is the vinyl player. We got
That is so
images.
cool.
We got images of the vinyl player and details on how it's being sold. Um,
It's AE only, right?
yeah, it's fan club only.
Oh,
A bit like how the special edition of the music video collection was happening. You have got a bit longer to buy this one though. You've got until September. So you've got between now and September 20th, I believe, to order the vinyl player. It's 21,000 yen.
jeez.
That's a lot of money.
That
It's
is.
also a lot cheaper than I expected it to be, because considering
Really?
a lot of their vinyl players go into more like the £400 margin, which is about $500.
That's still a lot.
It's still a lot, but compared to other ones they do,
True.
they have this really cool thing where they've got covers for the place where the vinyls would go, which are double sided and have special messages from the members on them, which is pretty cool.
Seriously?
Yeah. And the box it's in looks to be in the style of the MomoPro manga.
Oh, nice.
So it's a pretty cool release. It's available in black or white. And yeah, I've seen a couple of Japanese Mononofu on Twitter talking about getting it. And not
That's
gonna
pretty
lie,
cool.
I would really want it myself.
I wonder what the quality of the player itself is.
Um, well, for the price it is, you can still get quality players for that price, and it's not a bad company who's making it. So I'd assume it would be a decent quality player. It doesn't have a way to play music itself, so you would have to get, well, it does, but it doesn't have speakers, I mean. So you would
Yeah.
need separate speakers. But in terms of the turntable itself, I know people who are quite into vinyls, because I actually own
Right.
vinyls and don't have a vinyl player myself.
Hmm.
Um, and they are considered a good company for turntables, so
Oh, that's cool. I know. I have like no idea about collecting vinyl or anything like that, so I wouldn't know.
just be very, very careful, and they're also very, very pretty. That's basically the gist of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is still expensive, but really, really, really cool. Um, the last bit of news we have is the drama that MomoClo are appearing in, Denchichi Torimocho even, has
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
just started airing. We've got 2 episodes so far, and it's a second episode that feature the members in particular. I believe I read somewhere that they're going to appear in episode 3 as well, but I don't know for certain. I've not actually watched the drama myself. I think the episodes are available, and I think a couple of you may have watched it.
No, I haven't actually.
E-
I have
e-
not watched it either.
even
Oh,
though I found them, I haven't watched them.
so in fact, none of us have watched it. I actually I thought I was actually going to be the only one who hadn't. But
I'm
apparently
too
not.
busy watching other dramas.
It's one I've got to try. But the big thing that came from it, of course, they're doing the theme song, so we got a TV-sized version of Hanabi. So
Nice.
Yay.
have you heard that TV version at least?
No,
I
I've
have
only
I
heard
have.
like
I actually have.
I've only heard the 10 seconds they did to preview it at that one thing they did.
Oh yeah.
I haven't heard it at all.
Wow.
I did hear the TV size.
What did you think of it, Alberto?
I liked it, but I decided to wait until I hear the full thing to, form an opinion.
Yeah, I think you need the full thing to make an opinion with any TV-sized song, like from any anime
Yeah.
or drama. But
Right.
I mean, that's part of the reason why I avoided it, because if I don't hear the whole thing, I'll kind of go insane.
yeah, from what we can hear of it, it is a really nice song.
I
The bit
agree. It
the
is
bit
very nice.
the bit that I like is when like builds up into the chorus, and then you've got like the do 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 do, that bit. I yeah. It's from what we've heard of it, it's a really good song. I can't wait to hear the full bit. But yeah,
And you'll be able to hear the full bit on their new single, which is I
available
don't when is it coming out anyway?
September, I believe.
All right. So in September, and we still have no info on what the actual A side for that is because Hanabi is one of the B sides on that single. So,
Hanabi,
September 7th,
no,
it
Hanabi is
releases.
a seaside.
Or yeah.
I think
September
Hanabi's a
7th.
seaside actually.
Isn't
really,
isn't that Kawakami's birthday?
the 7th?
Isn't
Oh,
it?
I don't know Kawakami's birthday off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
How can you call yourself a Mononofu?
I know. I'm ashamed of myself.
To be fair, I
Alberto,
don't either. I don't either. So.
exile yourself now.
But yeah, it's exciting, quite exciting. I'm not sure if it's one of the first two. I was actually thought of under the impression it was the third track, because of course doing two limited editions was four in total. I think it was gonna be the third track on one of the CDs, and then available in the standard edition. But I'm not certain on that. But it's coming in September, which would be good.
All right.
Yeah. Is there anything anyone wants to mention about any of the news that we have so far? Or
I'm
should we just move on?
I think we've covered enough, honestly.
Yeah,
I
Yeah, I
think
think
so
we've
too.
gone through all the news.
seems so. So let's move on to our not Amaranthus,
Aw.
because
Slanty face.
without Aaron we can't have a segment with his name in. So
No.
so we just decided to cut it for this episode. We're trying to erase him from the our life.
Oh.
Nah. That we're not.
You
We're
make
just,
it sound so bad.
I am. I'm just disappointed that he's not here. I'm just disappointed.
He was Shirome's latest victim.
Yeah.
Every time, every episode, Shirome has to do something to one of us.
Yeah.
I took Aaron.
Oh,
Who was that?
I don't know.
I wonder who Shirome will take next from us.
Find out next time.
You're next, Mark.
Oh.
Oh no.
Bit of foreshadowing
Don't
there.
take me. Don't take me. But yeah. So instead, we're going to cover Momoka's solo mini album.
Yay.
So there's a couple more tracks we're going to cover this week, but I think it's definitely worth covering, because especially
I think
since
so.
the whole thing came out just before the last episode. So, who wants to start us off? General
I
impressions,
think
first impressions when you heard it.
I think David should go first, seeing as how well.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably just maybe.
Okay. Well, as a whole, the thing, she has a lot of variety. Momoka can do any type of song, and she can make it work.
Yeah, for sure.
Although, I think 3 of the 5 or maybe even 4, most of them were rock-oriented songs, I would say.
Yeah,
And
it's
the cool thing is that she took part in the production of all of them. Maybe she wrote the lyrics for all of them, I think, or helped to do so, and she even composed some herself. So that's really cool.
That's cool.
yeah. She had at least some involvement in all of them. She did have some. I think on some of them she did all the work. It was just a couple. Like there was a couple where,
She had help.
yeah.
Right.
But either way, it was pretty good. Um, so should we start off with talking about the title track, "Feel a Heartbeat"?
Sure.
It's
So
Fine.
we got the whole "Feel a Heartbeat" on the radio before this came out, and it was a full thing. So, um, but it came out on the CD as the title track, and it doesn't disappoint. It really doesn't. It's a really good and powerful um, starting point to her solo album, and probably her most. I would say like it's the most popular one, the one everyone likes.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Really, it's really good. The way things just sort of take unexpected turns, especially in the melody, is really cool.
I agree.
When I first heard it, I'm like, "Whoa, those sound like really wrong notes," but they ended up not being really wrong notes.
My first impression when, like, before I even heard the track, when I looked at it and when I heard "Feel a Heartbeat," it sounded like it was going to be a slow ballad. So it sort of threw me off at first when I heard it. When it's just like quite
Yeah,
high
I
tempoed, quite bumpy, quite positive sounding.
Yeah.
It wasn't what I
right. I thought
expected,
the same thing.
but
I also expected like a ballad.
yeah. But when you
Yeah,
actually
the
got into
the way the
it,
title is, it sounds like it should be a ballad.
yeah. But when you get into the track, it's like, yeah, it's got quite a strong beat. I love the guitar that goes through it.
Yeah,
Just it's a really great track,
it's
and
pretty awesome.
it is in my opinion the strongest one on the album.
It's one of the strongest for me. For me, the
Yeah,
strongest track comes later.
I
Yeah,
mean it's the one that she wants. I think she wants to be known. She wants to be known for that one because that was a whole theme for her solo concerts and will continue to
Right.
be with zero point 0.5 coming soon
yeah,
after the US tour. So I would
Yeah, like a
imagine,
week after, right?
yeah, literally.
That's awesome.
I'm actually quite mad.
uh, hey, just fly
Anger.
over there.
Not mad, but like, aw,
Yeah. Upset.
I can't.
Salty.
I wanted to go to the first one, but no dice. So,
In before each member performs their main solo track at the concert.
oh, that would be
So like,
amazing.
cause well, if you think about it, um, yeah, if I remember right, all of them would have had, or just about to have, no, yeah, they would have all had their solo concerts by then, because Orange is in September, the Momotomai one's in September. Momika's already had hers, and so's Rennie. They could theoretically do it, so you could
I
be
doubt
like,
they will, though.
I doubt it as well, not gonna lie, but imagine it, you're just there, and then you're like, you go Shock of the Lion, Feel a Heartbeat, whatever Momotomai song is, and then than whatever our song ends up being. And like that would be incredible.
I would lose my mind.
I would as well. I think a couple of people we know as well would lose their minds.
Yeah,
Probably
But yeah.
probably.
a little bit.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but honestly, for this concert, I just hope that they, they stray away from their main Annie song hits and just do
Yeah.
a
Yes.
regular MomoClo concert for
Yeah.
us.
To be fair,
Please?
Yes, I agree.
I think by it not being tied to a anime convention like Anime Expo was, pretty much guarantees that.
All right, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
are we done with Feel a Heartbeat, or should we move on?
Yeah, I think we're done with Feel a Heartbeat.
Okay, so next one is Drive Drive.
Oh
It-
yeah.
And it definitely makes you feel like driving, doesn't it?
Really?
I had that song on when driving, and I agree. So
This Drive is very soothing to listen to.
yeah,
And like, yeah, it feels like I feel like the intention was to make you feel like you're like in your car and like cruising, and it does give me that feeling at least.
Right.
So I feel like it's effective in that sense. Very nice song to listen to.
Yeah, actually I really like it's a really cool track, and how the melody, the way it is, it reminds me of like maybe early 2000s pop rock or something. I don't know. But she really she was really singing low a lot of the, in this song, I find.
mm.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I could
And
agree with that.
I never I've always heard, you know, her lower register is awesome, but I never really listened to it until this song made me, and then I'm like, holy crap, this is awesome.
Really?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean really by just
Like, I mean, because her lower register is one of those prominent in
I don't
MomoClo.
I don't know. I mean, I know her voice has a harmonically has a lower end to it than the others, but like I never
Like,
Never
when I
noticed
when
it as
I
much until now.
when I when I was first starting to differentiate between the members when I was getting into them, I knew Momoka because she has the deeper voice.
huh.
Well, I mean, she in the earlier songs, I think she kind of has a lower register on some things, but
Right.
I can't really don't have at the top of my head any examples, but I differentiated her voice because she can have a lower voice as well as opposed to all the other members.
Not gonna lie, when I got into them, because of course it was like back when they were still just pretty much basically just after the gone to Z. Um, for me, it was almost like, oh yeah, I can differentiate it. Momoka's the one that can sing.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
yeah, I mean, my way of, knowing her from the others was uh the amount of body on behind her voice.
Yeah.
And she was also
And
your
like
favorite member.
we're not gonna go there, David.
Oh, by the way, Jake's a Dekonofu.
Yeah,
Which is like awesome in my
it is.
opinion.
Awesome and mind blowing.
I like being one. It's
You
fun.
finally declared an Oshi.
Yes,
After 2 years.
too. Yeah, it was a weird ride. As I choke on something.
Don't die.
I'll try not to. If I do, I'll go out in a magnificent way.
At
So.
least not until the U.S. tour.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, I forgot about that.
After that, we
How
can
could
all
you
die.
forget?
After that, then it'll be okay.
After that, dying's fine. Doesn't matter what happens to you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just give all my stuff to someone.
Um,
Or
but yeah, the third
I
track.
I would not be opposed to that.
or I'll make everybody fight over all my stuff.
I'll take all the MomoClo merch. Everyone else can have everything else.
I will fight you for that merch, buddy.
Yes, fight.
Fight. Oh, are we gonna start roasting each other now?
Oh, like last time.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Let's not.
Let's be friendly and civil. And let's talk about the third track, which is a lot more slow paced.
I actually
Yes.
like this one the most.
Me too.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm. I would
I finally
argue.
get the jazz tune I've always wanted.
I would argue it's the weakest one on the album. Not that it's a
What?
bad track. Not that it's a bad
Interesting.
track. I just think it's the
Well,
weakest one.
you're just wrong.
Just wrong. Wow.
Oh
That's
boy.
No, I really
not
like
just a
this because
civilized argument, just wrong.
yeah, no, the I
How,
like.
how about each side explain?
Okay,
We got a discussion going.
yeah.
I
Decide where you at,
really.
Alberto.
I don't.
Are you
I know.
like so?
Excuse me.
The thing about the track is that it's a slower track, which is a good change of pace. But I don't know, like there's just something about the tempo of it, and the tune of it, and the melody, which means I can't
You
really.
really, you
I
really have to get into the mood to appreciate this
I,
one.
I feel like you
Huh.
have to like the problem with it is just that I find it hard to like fully get into the track while the others I can get into instantly. Like it's got like a weird tempo and a weird melody that it's
Um,
hard to get into.
Huh.
I'd say it's a really like a big change from the first two, and then with the fourth song, you get right back into the style of the other one. So this is like an outlier.
Yeah, I don't think I think that's the other thing. I don't think it falls in place well in the mini album in general. But it just sort of like it's like da 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 da. Like it's like a couple of notes and then a pause, a couple of notes, pause, a couple of notes, pause.
I love that.
I think if you're in the right
Articulation,
if you're in the right mood,
man.
yeah, it's good. But like, I feel like it's just almost in. I feel like it would have been better if it had a free flowing tune instead of having the articulation and the mini pause and stuff like that. It
But
throws it
to
throws
be
you
fair
off.
though, that only shows up like two times in the song.
I'd argue it happens for the entirety of the verses.
Does it really?
Yeah,
Well,
I'd say it's very noticeable.
yeah, that's the whole point of the tune. It's um, like da 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 da. Like there's constant
Mm-hmm.
pauses during that.
Right.
And once you notice them, I feel like it's hard to not notice. And while it is quite a nice track, like it's sung quite well. It's not a bad track by any means. It's still quite a good track. I just feel like in the context of the other ones that are on there, it is the weaker one.
All right. Well, I can see your side.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Uh,
I like that. I sorry to interrupt, Alberto, but
it's fine.
I think uh, Mark, your reasoning behind why you think this track is probably the weakest
Is
is
why
like
you like
it
it.
goes back to our conversation about that one track, um, on Amaranthus the last
Oh yeah.
because I was saying the same thing. So like I totally get why you think that.
Yeah. Except in that track, I do think it worked more. But there we go.
Yeah. I have to agree
Opinions.
with Mark. And just on the fact that I believe that this is, in my opinion, the weakest of the five. Not that it's, again, I like the song, but I feel like it's just placed very oddly on the actual album. Like,
Right.
I feel
Yeah.
like it like cuts the momentum that the album built up for itself in the first two songs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of like hitting a brick
that's what I
wall.
said.
Yeah,
It's like all of a sudden you're all slow after two
right.
really hyped up songs, and then you take a break, and then another story opens up the same way as the first two did.
The
It
problem,
has the same style.
the problem I have is I feel like it should be a song to end on
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
because
it
of the
should be
fact
paired
that
with.
Really sound like
like
no.
you're putting it right in the middle of two fast songs, then this, then another fast song. Like,
Well, how about instead of making it the last track, making it the second to last?
That's what was thinking it'd be good.
Yeah.
yeah, just some like I don't feel like it goes where it is, but as a tune on its own as well, I do think it's the weakest, if still a good track. But yeah.
yeah.
Anyhow,
Jake, explain why you love it.
Well, first of all, one of the reasons why I really like this is, I mean, we haven't gotten an original jazz chart since okay, we have gotten a jazz chart before, but that was a cover, and that was Taio to Ekubo, which is a jazz chart in C major, I think. Um, but we haven't gotten an original one, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for one. They've been teasing it. They put little jazz spins on different songs and stuff.
that
Stones
jazz
and
themed
Diamond.
songs in the new albums.
But like they haven't like wait what?
That jazz themed songs in the new albums.
They what? Well, no, yeah, they have like little snippets of it, but we didn't get along until like with this. And so that's one of the reasons why I like it, because it's got that you know it's basically what I've been waiting for. And I also like this is gonna sound really weird, but on a production standpoint, that beginning where she's just going ha like that,
I
you
love
know,
that so much.
the way they did that was perfect. You can hear it too. There's the lower harmony twice. Those are in two separate tracks, recorded separately. Had her do that twice, and then they had her do the upper harmony twice, and
Mm-hmm.
it was just so cool. Listening to that was probably what brought me into it. And then afterwards, it's just such a chilled out song, kind of a break from the more pop rock oriented tracks in the beginning. It for me, I know for Alberto and Wall Effect, but for me, it's kind of kind of a nice break from that.
I can't agree there. I can't agree there.
Yeah, the intro is what sold me on it with the harmonizing.
Yeah. Oh, that was so good.
Like that start is probably my favorite bit of the track.
Yeah, same here.
I like the chorus though. Like aside from the problems the verses have that you guys mentioned, I like the chorus a lot.
The chorus doesn't have the problems that I mentioned, which I do, which is why I quite like the chorus. It flows a lot better.
I just really like.
Yeah, it's a good track.
Yeah. Another story.
Another story is
story.
another story. Huh.
And
Oh,
Okay, I'll stop.
another story. Now get out of here.
bye, Jake.
What?
Uh,
Did I
I-
do something wrong?
I think the problem is I made a joke and it doesn't really work unless you know British accents,
Oh, okay.
which I didn't think of until.
Sorry.
But anyway, about the track,
Yeah,
another
Yeah.
It's a
story.
good track.
it is.
I actually like this one better than Feel a Heartbeat and Drive Drive.
Ooh.
Now,
Drive maybe, but
Shoot, I
not.
keep. Is this the one that has the English lyrics at the end? I can't remember.
Is it the which one?
Another story.
Another story. Ow! That was my tooth.
Well done.
Okay.
Sorry.
I think so. I think it is. If what I
Let me
think is
see
the
them
one you're
really quick.
referring to.
No, I don't think so. No, it just ends with another story, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what you mean.
Because I know that another of the songs ends with like, "We're not satisfied with it all" or something like
We're
that.
not satisfied. That's the last track, isn't
Yeah,
it?
No, that's not this song.
Oh no, it's not.
not this song.
No, I was
No.
saying last
Yeah.
track. I then like the next track.
Oh no, that was Drive
No,
Drive,
no,
wasn't
it's
That
it?
Drive
was
Drive.
Drive Drive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Never mind, I'm dumb.
That was one part. That was one thing I forgot to mention that I really liked about that song.
Yeah.
It just
Another
fit a
story.
melody really well. Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know what to say about this song,
there's
honestly.
not much to say. It's just I think it's just a good track to listen to. I don't
Yeah, it's
think.
just a rock track. It's good.
Yeah.
I would say it. Mark, you say that Drive Drive have a lot of anime feel to it,
Um.
or because I think another story could work just as well.
I'd say both do. I'd say both.
Yeah, they have
Honestly,
that anime song type of feel.
I mean, I would argue "Feel a Heartbeat" does as well. Actually,
Yeah, I'd say so.
"Feel a Heartbeat" I think have the most of them. Like,
Hmm.
if any of them I could imagine being like a theme song to a show, I think "Feel a Heartbeat" would be it.
Well, interesting. I think another story works
Oh
pretty
yeah,
well
it
for
does.
that.
It does.
Mm, what else can you say about this song?
There's not much to say.
Like,
I mean, you know how I feel
I
about it.
will.
I for me
yeah, you
like
don't even remember it.
it's yeah. So I mean, there you go. It's
I
not
will
bad
say
though.
that I like the energy of it. It brings it brings that pacing back up to where it was before Hadaka, and it's just really fun to listen to. It's like most of the other songs are. Besides that, there's not really much to say.
Hmm.
I like how it starts kind of like just with the guitar and her voice, and then it like the other instruments drop after.
Right. I like that too.
It's basically just a generic rock track.
Yeah,
So maybe that's why it's not so memorable, Jake. But it's
no,
still good.
maybe yeah, but yeah, I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's actually more or less what I expected, uh, from what I heard other people talking about the songs that were leaked and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, not leaked. It was more that they just paired on the radio and then came online.
Well, yeah,
It's not
controlled
exactly a
leak,
leak.
I should say.
Yeah.
It's like turning on a faucet, I suppose.
Yeah. But
That was stupid.
anyway, the last track.
This is a nice song.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a fitting end, I'd
it
say.
it does. I think this or the third track would be a good fitting end. I just feel like the only problem I really have with the album, I think the third track should have been the fourth track and the other way around.
Yeah.
I can't really fault it much other than that.
Right. Yeah, it's a cool way to end the little the what is it mini album? Yeah.
Mini album, yeah.
It's
But yeah,
like a kind of a ballad sort of thing.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
the ballad, the rock ballad.
it's a ballad that I expect to feature more on the mini album, because what I'd say that Momoka is I'm most referred to with is ballads, because she's got such a strong voice. So I was
Mm.
surprised that it wasn't majority ballads on here, and it was a lot more rock based stuff.
Right. I feel like this is what more so what we expected from her.
Yeah,
I like that.
I mean it's not a bad thing that even though it's more what we expected, it's what we thought less of.
Right, right.
But yeah, it is definitely more what we didn't expect.
Yeah, I I thoroughly enjoyed uh, this. It's probably one of the best mini albums I've heard since Moshi Moshi Harajuku.
By Kyari.
Yeah,
Mm,
I really like that. I used to listen the crap out of that one.
Yeah, this is overall pretty good start.
yeah,
And I don't even remember what the other songs that weren't released on this sound like.
I think
I completely
because
forgot.
like a lot of them were just clips
Yeah,
of them and
I
not full
completely forgot
tracks.
too.
We only heard clips of them, and because we've listened
That's
to this
true.
so much, we probably haven't really focused on listening to those. I do have
And
them
I
somewhere.
honestly only heard them the day they were released too. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have them
which is a
somewhere
while
on my
ago.
hard drive.
Well, I mean, the second one should be coming out in November as well.
Is she
Wait, the
gonna do
second
another
mini
mini
album?
album then?
Yeah, because their second solo concert is in November too.
Wow.
True. I wasn't 100% sure if they would do a mini album.
One
Here the
thing
th-
I have to say is that they did a really good job recording this. I mean, in the amount of time that it took for them to start, finish, and
Well,
release,
like
like
just recording or
that was
also
pretty
making the
quick.
songs and all.
Right? Yeah, that's really quick.
Well, I think Momoka said that she made one of the songs 3 years ago. Like
Oh,
she wrote
really?
it.
yeah.
Huh. That's how it usually works, doesn't it?
Something like that.
Some people make songs ages and not release them. That's why you have sometimes when when it'll be like, oh yeah, we've got this posthumous album because it was never released, but it was completely done. Like they'll get songs wrote for them, they'll write songs themselves, and they just won't release them. Like a lot of artists do it. So to hear
Yeah.
that some of the tracks were wrote quite a while ago by Momoka, I mean, heck, isn't it said that in like Prince's vault he's got enough unreleased content to do an album a year for the next like 30 or 40 years?
Yeah, like
Something
Frank Zappa.
ridiculous. Like that's insane if he's got that
Frank Zappa, same
much.
way.
It's
Does he
pretty
have that much
cool.
as well? Zeppelin?
What?
Does Zeppelin have that much unreleased as well?
Yeah, he does.
Phew.
He came out with an album earlier this year, I think.
Oh wow. But yeah, it's insane when you think about like all of the stuff that like some of these artists have unreleased.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
But yeah, as for Momoka, I look forward to hearing more. Here's a thought though:
Yeah.
if Momoka's solo concert is a week after the US tour, and they do another CD for that, could they sell that CD at the US tour?
Mm,
I doubt it.
I doubt it
Yeah,
as
me too.
well, but that would be cool.
I'd instantly buy
It
it,
would be
but
cool.
Yeah, because I mean they would have
Though
to have had it
I
printed by then, because they've got to sell
wonder
it at the
if they'll have
concert.
the first one.
Sorry?
Oh, I wonder if they'll have the first one for the
no, that's
concert.
all gone, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's what they did is they sold some at the concert, and then when they were selling it online, they were doing two ones. Where first one was getting rid of the stock from the concert, that would ship
Hmm.
instantly, but it was limited, so once it was gone, it was gone.
Right.
The second sales period, as long as you bought it in that period, you would get it, and they would print new stock to match the amount that they were sold. So they were only going to print enough to meet the amount they were making, and they took payment at the time of the order. So it's not like you can really cancel the order. So they're not going to have any spare.
Wow.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten mine.
Yeah, I got into second shipment, so mine will be coming mid-August. Well,
I did not order it.
mid-August to Tento, and then I've got to get it shipped to me. So
Have
probably
fun
like
with
late
that.
August to September, and with customs.
Yup.
Especially since I've got 2 CDs in that order, because I'm ordering for someone else as well.
All right. So I hope you enjoyed that, little thing to hopefully make up for lack of amaranth this week.
Yeah, and now for the finale for our little topic arc, which you could call it, if it's going to be a little story arc, of Mononofu music video, MomoClo music videos, not
Yeah.
Mononofu music videos.
I mean, the whole thing with the music video. Can you still apply for that?
No, I think the application's done now.
All
They've not
right.
filmed it yet, but I think the applications are done. I
For what?
honestly don't know when the dates are expiring because I was just too much in a huff that I couldn't apply myself. But yeah. Anyway, to finish off our coverage of the MomoClo music videos that we have, we're going to cover the ones from Amaranthus and Haki no Yoke.
Oh, you forgot. We are also doing the 2015 single ones.
Yep.
No, we covered them,
Yeah.
didn't we?
No, we didn't.
Nope. We didn't
No.
do Kiss
Oh no, we did.
Collabs,
We
Seto no
didn't do. We
Chikai,
did.
Seisho
No, we
Fu.
didn't. We didn't. Never mind.
Do
Never
those.
mind. No, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Never mind. Okay then.
So
I
we're
may not have
starting
prepared
with.
for those. I may not have prepared for those.
I mean, I remember them.
I remember them. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll work on the fly. Professionalism, by the
And one
way.
job, Mark.
Yay.
Professionalism. But yeah. So the first one we should cover is the Kiss one.
Yume no Ukiyo ni Saitemina.
Yes.
Yes, the one that still seems very surreal to me even now.
It's
Really?
probably one of the best music videos they've ever made, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, I would
Really?
agree, but it's still so surreal that they did a music video with Kiss.
Honestly.
I remember that announcement and I thought it was some sort of joke. Like I was like, nah, that's not it, nah. And then
Yeah, I kind of
then it
felt the same when
was,
they made the announcement.
and then it was. I was like,
Oh, man.
wait, what? It just,
And all coupled with animation by the legendary Sushio.
oh god, Sushio's animation. Okay, so
I wish I knew who that was.
he worked for Trigger. He's done Kill la Kill, and he worked like he's a big Mononofu as well.
Oh.
He's a Tama Nofu.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why he's legendary to Mark.
Yeah. He's got
He
the good
modeled
taste. He's got
He
the good
modeled
taste.
one of the characters in Kill la Kill after her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, what's her name again? I actually can picture her. I can picture her.
Mako?
Mako, yeah, Mako. Oh god, I love Mako. She's great in that show. But her design is a lot like Shuri.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't notice that at first, but then once I did, I couldn't not.
You can't unsee that because she loves food.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, it is. It literally just it works so well. But yeah, the music video, I love the start for it, where it's just like done.
The
Like
them running.
you got like the heavy drum, and then
Yes.
like it's going through the
Love that.
arches with the animation, and then when like they bring in MomoClo in sort of the quite simplistic style, and then they've got the really detailed kiss that comes in, and
Oh yeah,
like
that's great.
the tongues as well, like the tongues and the faces on those, like they are genuinely scary. Like it's pretty good though. And then I really like the animation section. It's got so
it's
much. There's so much that I could go on for hours about how good the animation section is.
it's top tier animation. Like
Yeah,
wow.
it's not even like it's sort of like it's animated just so they can say, oh yeah, we had an animated section. It's just like a thing. It actually adds to the whole thing, and it's so well done and high quality that it feels like it. Because didn't Fuchsia work on it by himself?
Um, I, I mean, like, I know that he did it at Trigger, but maybe he did keyframes and other people did the in betweens.
Maybe. It's still, yeah, it's still pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's really good.
But the animation section, like how it's got some little jokes with like the spider and then like being tricked the wrong way and stuff like that. Um, and of course you got Sushio's rabbit that appears a couple of times during it. Did you notice that?
I actually did not notice that.
If you
I
if
didn't
you
notice that either.
if
I
you
don't know
watch
what
the
you're talking about.
oh my god, if you watch the music video back, you'll notice like in a couple of instances there's like a little rabbit, like it's on the end of Sheeran's fork at one point. It just featured a couple of bits in the animated section, and it's his like little, it's like his little signature thing where he like features this rabbit in a couple of places. And
That's pretty cool.
if you watch it back, you'll notice it, and you will not be able to unsee it. I swear.
Might have noticed that had I prepared for this, but I forgot until like this instant that we were doing the other ones.
Yeah, but
I
it's
think I'm gonna have to rewatch it just to look out for it.
yeah.
Right.
The one thing that gets me the most though is the transition into the live action.
Yeah.
Like it's there, but then like the bit with Momoka doing it, like 'cause it shows
Yeah.
all of them in the live action anyway. But then when like Momoka starts singing it and she does the turn, and like
Yeah.
she's when she's facing with her back to the camera, she's in 2D, and then as it turns, it comes to a 3D self.
That part was really
That
cool.
was so cool.
I really liked that.
It
Yeah,
was great. Yeah, I love the turn.
yeah.
Honestly, this music video is just good. There's nothing really you can criticize about it. Is there?
I
Or
yeah,
are
there
you sure
is.
about that?
Uh-oh.
Yes,
All right,
there is.
go ahead. Let's see what you think.
You know, well, I hate to say it, but really needs to learn how to play air guitar
Oh,
because it's so fake.
Oh yeah.
It's embarrassing.
that's true.
That's still a very petty thing to complain about, though. Really.
Yeah,
I mean,
Daddy,
for
are
a
you?
music
That's it.
major,
But it's like it's a detail like only Jake would notice.
yeah,
But no,
honestly.
but you watch like any rock music video, sing the song.
I know, but at the same time,
Like maybe it's just me. It probably is,
like, to be fair,
but
it's not the greatest pretend guitar, but it's not going to affect my enjoyment of the music video.
no, it doesn't
Right.
affect. It doesn't affect my enjoyment of the music video. I just always laugh at it because I'm like, dude, you need to stop.
Come on now. But yeah, there's so much. Like, I think the whole like like the whole cinematography of the whole thing, the animated section, the 3D section. I like how it's almost seen as like a battle between like the two forces,
Hmm.
and then at the end they come together. I like
I
how
personally, yeah, sorry to cut you off.
uh,
Um,
there was one other bit which I remember. The bit where like um you know how I mentioned the spider bit before, how they do that in like the other bit as well. I'm not sure who the Kiss member it's done with is. But like when they do
The
like
spider part.
you know the spider bit in the animation section where like trick it to look in the wrong way.
Yeah,
How they do that in the or any other in like the in the live
yeah.
action bit with one of the Kiss members. I'm not sure which one. That bit always makes me laugh. Do you remember that bit? Or am I?
Yeah,
I was wondering if I was remembering it wrong for a second.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought so. Still, like, I just think the whole music video is really well put together.
I really
Yeah,
like the
the
end.
videos all. Yeah, the end when they
The end was the part that
when it
makes me want to go back
when
to
it
it.
turns into an oil painting at the very end.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's such a good way to end it.
it ends with the drums too. It's like boom, like
Yeah, for some reason that ending bit though reminds me a lot of like early 2000s anime where like at the end of an episode they would do a similar sort of styling at the end of an episode before the
yes, and I
credits.
love that. It's
Yeah,
great.
that's what that reminded me of. But oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it
It's
really is.
it's ironic because the song itself, while I do quite like it, um, it's probably not one of the ones that put at the top in terms of singles. Um, although it is again, it is a good song. But the music video, I'd easily put up there.
Yeah, this is one of the ones where the video enhances the song as a whole. Honestly,
Yeah. Have
yeah.
any of you
I
heard
think
the?
this song is pretty good by itself.
Oh, it's good by itself.
yeah,
The
I
song.
think
Don't get me
it's good
wrong.
standalone.
I was actually pleasantly surprised about the quality of the song because I thought it was going to be horrible.
Oh, I did as well. It was certainly better than awful, but yeah. Do any of yous have any of you heard the Kiss version of it?
yeah,
The
The
Samurai
the
Sun,
yeah, oh yeah, the Kiss version is pretty bad though.
yeah.
I don't. It's just the lyrics. The lyrics are what ruins it.
The way I saw it was like it was made for Japan,
Yeah,
so it's like, oh, Kiss is making a song for Japan, cool English. They didn't really have to try because like, how many people buying that, CD were gonna understand what they're saying anyway?
true. Plus,
Right.
I'm curious on how well it did with international Kiss fans. The
Yeah, I
CD.
know.
I From what I remember, it didn't go over well.
Yeah,
really.
I don't think it went over well, but I'm wondering how many people actually went and bought it. Because it appeared in a couple of versions. You could get the, of course, like the Kiss version of the CD, but I think you could also get it onto a compilation album. It was included in a
Yeah.
compilation album.
Yeah, it was like best of
That was a Japan
40
only though.
that they did.
Was it?
Yeah, the compilation was Japanese exclusive.
I thought they did that compilation internationally as well.
Mm-mm.
Oh well, whatever. Still, I do remember like there was a bit of a backlash to it. Like his fans were just like, why are you doing this? And
Yeah, there were a lot of
A lot of outrage.
yeah, I'm just like, this
yeah
is what Kiss are. Kiss are just like,
on the popular metal pages. They're like, "Oh, we have a second baby metal here,
yeah, no.
cashing in."
Not even.
It's like,
Not gonna
no,
touch
no,
that.
yeah,
Yeah. Anyway, I think we've covered enough for that one.
I think so.
Next is Seishunfu, right?
Seishinfu and
Yes.
Yep.
Hashire, because of course
Oh right.
Seishinfu had
Yeah,
both music
Hashira.
videos on, which I
Okay,
thought was
well
pretty
let's
cool.
do Seishunfu first.
Yeah.
So this is like directly tied into the movie Makuga Garu.
Well, sort of. It's like I remember
It's
watching
like
the
an
movie, and
epilogue.
I thought it would like it. Yeah, it's basically an epilogue. Like the song, like heck, really, the other songs on the single Hashire and Link Link appear in the movie more than
Right.
Feishinfu.
Yeah.
Like
Which is
Feishinfu is just all
interesting.
like tagged onto the end of the credit, and it's just like, oh yeah,
Right. And it's not even the full version either. I don't
yeah,
think.
yeah. It's
But yeah,
they don't feature the full version
I
in the
was
movie.
actually surprised when I saw the video for this song and then I saw the movie because they use like almost they use very little of actually what was from the movie.
Yeah, it's basically all original footage.
Yeah, almost all of it.
It is basically an epilogue, and it's quite cooler than
Yeah,
epilogue actually. Like I feel like
yeah,
I appreciate that music video more now that I've seen the movie. I think after seeing
I'd
yeah,
the
say so.
I think after seeing the movie, you can appreciate that music video more. It's just at the
yeah,
same time,
It's like the short-haired Kanako looking back on the school days with everybody or something.
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
And then of course like the show from the graduation bit,
Right.
where
I like to think,
Arin's not graduating, but all the rest of them are.
yeah,
But yeah, it's
I like
just
to think that she's going to that train station to meet up with her old that old drama director.
The drama
Right.
instructor, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I how I think of it.
yeah. It's also quite different to a lot of the other music videos, especially more recently, because a lot of the more recent music videos are quite like CG or fantastical, and this one's
Right.
quite like it's like it's based on the movie and it's very much like a train journey looking back. It's quite down to earth.
Yeah, it is.
The only one that's even sort of close to it is the Night and Window one, and even then, that
That's
one's
more
like not
fantastical.
exactly the most like realistic music video you could say when it's got like
Right.
them running through like rooms with like tables flying around and shit,
Yeah.
and then the tree which like lights up with different colored apples.
No explosions happening, like in
Yeah,
Otome Senso.
yeah. It's a good music video though. Don't get me wrong.
I
It
kind
is
of
like a
like these
school
simple
thing.
things. I kind of like these
Yeah.
simple things more than
Yeah, me
the
too.
outrageous stuff.
Even though
I
the outrageous stuff is fun you when you get it.
yeah
when it's done right.
Yeah.
I think for me I feel like I like this sort of music video and I like the others, so I feel like having a mix of the two is not a bad thing. I really like this music video actually. But I wouldn't want every music video to be like it. Just like I wouldn't want every music video to be like the Fiji ones that they do for like We Are Born, for example. I like how for
But
those.
we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But like one quick thing I would say is I like how each album had the two music videos. One that's a lot more down to earth, and the other one that's got the Fiji.
Mm.
Right.
That's one thing I appreciate. But anyway, Station Fu. It is almost it is mainly its like own story, and when you think about it, it's actually quite a big spoiler for the movie because of the fact that it's an epilogue set after the movie.
Right. Well, I don't think it's much of a spoiler because they don't really show
Well, they don't show what happened in the
much.
movie. They don't show like
They don't show
the
much of what
the
goes on in the
resolution.
movie.
I don't want to say what the resolution was because spoilers, but they don't like show the end of the movie, but it's implied. Yeah, I just the only thing I would say that I did sort of expect to link more to the movie, but that's less about the music video itself and more just like a general thing. But it's quite a nice song. It's quite a nice song. I like
Yeah.
th- I do like the music video, even if it is very very basic.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
nice little
Yeah.
thing.
It's more just like it's got clips of the like graduation ceremony and clips of the train, and that's it. But yeah.
So next is Hashide.
Oh
Yes.
yes, yes. Hashire,
This is one of my favorites.
Hashire. Oh, I just love this song anyway. So as soon as I knew this was getting a new like a music video, I was like, yes. I'm glad they did a new version for this single because I just love Hashire so much. It's my favorite MomoClo track. So
Now,
I
It's
was in love with this music video. Plus, it's
did
it's
like
it's
any
one of my favorites too.
did
So
any of
I was
you
also glad.
see the UStream version?
Was it different?
Well, I wouldn't say version, no, but um
You mean
when they
it
when
was
they
like
were teasing, yeah, it was one of the scenes from the actual music video where they're just in a room on a set and they just
yeah,
had the camera moving back and forth.
oh yeah.
That that had me dying when I first saw it.
I I just I love how it's just like almost them behind the scenes just messing about. Like
Yeah,
it's just really it's a really fun music video, and I think it shows like the personalities of each member off well.
yeah.
right,
It feels
yeah.
a lot like them. Like
Yeah,
that's just who they are
And
it
the
in that video.
other cast too. I remember when I saw there's a part of the music video, a shot where it's like a bunch of the cast there, and they're on a roof or something, and the camera pans by, and there's just this one cast member who looks like they're about to kill someone. I'm like,
I
oh,
noticed that too.
I'm like,
yeah,
whoa, okay, now don't hurt anybody.
yeah. It's just it's like they're like messing about with like the action what do you call them? The action boards. The when you go like action, then you flick that board. What's it
Clapperboard.
called?
Oh yeah,
That's what
yeah,
it's
yeah,
called.
Yeah, well those boards. Um, like they're just messing about with those, just running around like dragging staff members in front of the camera to dance with them and stuff like that. It's just a
yeah,
lot of fun. It's just nice. It's nice.
yeah. It's really funny. I really enjoy that one.
Yeah.
Still wish they fixed the pitch correction, but you know that's a
It's
different story.
it's interesting because the song itself, they kind of needed to remake it for a long, long time, and they finally got around to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it does feature in the movie as well.
yeah, it does.
More than
Yeah, yeah.
Station
It's
Fu.
at more than the actual theme song. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, that one and Link Link, because Link Link's an insert song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's weird. It's just weird how that works.
I heard that a lot of people are mad about Hashida being at the end of the movie because they thought it was pandering to MomoClo fans,
oh
which it
really?
was, no doubt. But a lot of people that didn't like them and watched the movie, they thought it was mad. They thought it was bad that they did that.
Really, I think it
Oh,
works because
Yeah, I don't
like
see it as a bad thing.
without going into detail on the movie, I just feel like it fits for where it's placed.
yeah.
Like right at the end, I feel like it works based on the context. I don't
Well, I
think
mean, they
there's
go into that whole dancing scene though,
yeah,
and
but
and
Mm.
idol fans would like it, but people who don't like idols would be like,
okay, so maybe the dancing bit no, but I feel like the way it was done in the movie, I don't think that's a bad thing.
I mean, yeah, as a an initial credit, real sort of track. I don't think it would have been bad.
Well, if you
Usually, you
if you
want to start out, you want to start out credits with something more upbeat.
yeah,
Just look
plus
at like every Star Wars credit reel ever.
yeah, plus credits in general are more like a time to show like goofy little things like offshoot stuff, like sometimes behind the scenes
Right,
stuff, like where they're just like having a little bit of fun. And
right,
the way Hashire fits into the thing, yes, it is a bit of a pandering to MomoClo fans, okay,
right.
and a lot of the music videos actually just copied straight onto the end. but like at the same time, it's something goofy and not exactly thingy that works because of that's how credits are. But anyway, we're getting a bit sidetracked from
Yeah, I don't know. I
Hashira.
can see their complaints,
I
but I can
can, but
also
I can,
uh,
but it feels pedantic. It feels pedantic.
yeah, like I don't know what they would have replaced it with. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, anything else to add about Hashira other than it's the best song ever?
I still, whenever I listen to the song, I still go to the original one.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
sometimes do that too.
The
I don't mind either version,
I
but
think it
No, me
depends.
either.
Yeah, I don't mind either version.
Like I do flick between both, but it just depends on because whenever I listen to a single, I listen to the full single. I can't listen to part of a single or
Right.
just
Yeah.
one song. So like if I'm listening to like the single, the old like the one with the original Hashira on, I listen to that. If I listen to this one with this Hashira on, I listen to that. So it just depends, really. But yeah. Um.
so next is Zetto no Chikai,
Then
Ah.
no
Yeah.
Chikai,
the
yes.
song that got me into Momohiro Clover Z.
Oh man. Go
What a
into
So
the
song.
origin story.
so I have a lot to defend about this.
I don't really. It's a good music
Yeah.
video, but I don't have much to defend about the song.
I think well, I mean, the music video was made for fans of Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Well,
If you
actually,
haven't seen it, if you haven't seen it, there's a ton of references to actual openings and ending animations in the music video that
Oh,
also appeared exactly as it was in the show itself.
I saw
So a
some of
bunch
those
of shots were
comparisons.
exactly the same as the animated versions, and I thought that
well,
was awesome.
I that this was I even though I didn't know much of anything, if anything at all, about Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z or whatever, I have to say that regardless of the it being made for fans and that kind of thing, I still really enjoyed the video
Oh,
thoroughly.
the one thing I would say about the video is that like I mean, I think I do feel like enjoyment goes down if you don't get some of the references because I could tell when I was looking at stuff like this is clearly referencing this bit, but I wasn't entirely sure what it was referencing. But I did like the outfits. I love the chorus dance.
Yeah,
Like which is basically like a fighting sequence, a chorus. I love that dance. I love the whole just the idea of it all. Like
at the
I love the
like
outfits.
the guy in the background doing the backflips and stuff.
Oh yeah, I love the outfits as well.
Oh yeah,
Especially like I like the bits when it goes into the F mode and the original outfits as well.
yeah.
Like the Sheeran's outfit for most of the music video is pretty nice. I love that outfit. I feel like it suits her quite well.
Yeah.
I remember Momoko saying she was really embarrassed to wear the one she did.
Oh yeah, I remember reading that. Yeah,
Really? Why?
She thought she looked pretty bad in it.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I thought she looked great in it.
Yeah, I do too.
But yeah, the song itself, I really like. Uh, I'm not I'm not too big a Dragon Ball fan, but I picked up a couple things, a couple of the references they made. But the big thing for me was one, the outfits, because they all looked pretty awesome, and two, the choreography is some of the best, in my
The
Yeah.
opinion,
choreography is
that they
top
have.
notch.
Yeah,
Some of the
definitely.
best choreography they have.
It was so cool.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Actually, funny story. I know Alberto's the same way. I choose my Oshis pretty much right off the bat. Um, and when I
Yeah.
saw Audine, because this is the first thing I ever like saw from them, honestly.
Mm.
Um, she was the first one I liked based on her outfit mainly, because I love the Trunks and Bulma combination that she did. It's really great. So yeah, for a while she was my favorite because of that, because of this
Wow.
video.
Wow.
She's still number 2 in my book, but
Yeah. But
yeah,
yeah,
after I really got to know them, then it changed. But
yeah. Anyway, I think we should move on to, because we have still got like 4 more to cover. We should
Yeah.
move on to the Amaranth Haki no Yoke ones, and starting with We Are Born.
all right, well, this music video is amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's
I
basically
agree.
continuing going.
Yeah,
It's
the whole
establishing
story arc that's been going with
establishment of continuity.
right. That whole story arc is continued in We Are Born, and I really like that.
Yeah.
I just, I love the different styles it goes into. Like, you've got like the initial one where they're in the baby outfits and they've got like that almost deserted plane, and then you've got the puppets. Then you've got like the Alice in Wonderland maze style bit. Then you've got the field, and then you've got like this dark room where they're holding the lights. Like, it goes through so many different styles. It's a very fancy music video, and it's
Right.
really good.
It is.
One thing I do want to say, a lot of people didn't really like the baby outfits. I personally love them.
I think that was more
Like
at first. I
Come on,
think that
those are the most
changed
memeable.
I think when
The
people
most.
got used to them, they quite like them.
I feel like well, from what I've seen, a lot of opinions change, but you could be right. I've always liked them because I knew what they were like right off the bat.
Right.
Like I knew they were supposed to be babies, and it makes sense for the video. Like it fits perfectly.
Right. Plus
And
those
then
behind the scenes photos.
right,
They are incredible. They are incredible. The one with Kanako just like staring out into the distance.
I know on the chair, and I have one where she's on a skyscraper.
I love that.
Yeah.
That meme is amazing.
It's amazing.
Oh.
I still sometimes see photoshops with that. Like, I saw
yeah,
someone from like the FNS performances it did recently. I saw some photoshops from that where like Shirin's got a hand out in one of them, like, and it's flat, and then just got Kaneko photoshopped onto it as though she's sitting on the hand. Things like
Oh,
that.
man.
It's just incredible. It's such a. I need to find the original of that image again so I can do some photoshops of my own.
That would be awesome.
It's just so good.
They must have done that with that purpose in mind.
Honestly,
It,
maybe.
f- it
I mean,
feels like
come on.
it feels like too much of an opportunity.
I know.
But yeah,
uh, another thing I really liked was you know them going through these like different areas where there's one part where they're like in some sort of like field and it's dark and they're like scared. They don't know what's going on. Like I really like stuff like that because like
yeah.
it gives off that feel of like you're a baby and you're in this new world that you don't understand and nothing makes sense and you're afraid because everything's new to you
Well,
and they played with that gimmick really well throughout the whole video.
I think they played it with the whole album. I've mentioned I love how the album feels because it does feel like, and I feel like it's what they were going for, like the
Right,
story of life.
and it worked the way they
Yeah,
did it.
yeah. It just works.
And then there's also the one part where they're holding the like light orbs that a
It's
lot of
the
people didn't
womb.
It's
a lot of
what?
people didn't understand at first what it was. I got it right away.
What? What are they?
Because they're like holding like these like light orbs, and there's
Yeah.
things flying into those orbs. Like
Yeah.
those things flying into the orbs are supposed to be sperm cells, and what
Oh.
they're holding are the egg cells.
Oh.
Conception.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
did
get
not
that
know
at
that.
first. No.
Yeah, I did get it, and I was surprised that a lot of people really didn't.
No, it took me a long time to figure that out. But yeah, so is that all we got to say about We Are Born?
that's all from my end.
Anyone else?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think that's about it. Apart from my mind is actually absolutely blown at that. I did
Oh, so
not
that's why
get
you're all silent.
I didn't
Oh,
get that at
what was
all.
that? Did I just break it to you?
Yes, I did not get that. Yo.
Rewatch it, and it'll make a lot of sense.
I need to. I need to. You've got to
I
rewatch.
didn't.
Mark
You've
has
got to rewatch the
encountered a
Kiss
paradigm
one.
shift.
You've got to rewatch Humanokyo, and I've got to rewatch We
I
Are
will.
Born.
I will.
Yo. Yo. What?
I just blew Mark's mind.
That's insane. You actually have. I did not. I did not. Anyway.
All right. So
MomoClo's.
yeah. Wait, wouldn't it be
Can I
Haki
just
no Yoake?
no Haki no Yoke is on the fourth album. Haki no Yoke. You know the
Oh,
cruiser.
oh, oh.
Yeah. The
Oh, I
cruiser.
see. I thought we were doing like release order or
Oh
something.
no. Um.
Okay, I see what you mean.
One.
Okay. So
Here's a big question I'm gonna ask first about this. Please say I'm not the only one who gets annoyed at the green filter that's over the whole video.
What?
Do you not notice the green?
The
no.
grainy filter.
Yeah, like
I actually like it.
I watched it on mobile, so
yeah, it's really noticeable on the Blu-ray. Like it
I don't
feels
know.
very grainy, the footage. And the weird thing about it
Oh.
is that
Oh.
if you look at the footage when they do it on when they show some of that exact same footage in the documentary, it's not got the grain, and it just feels like bad
Yeah.
encoding. It just looks off. It doesn't. It actually puts me off when I watch the music video because it's all the grain that's everywhere. Especially
Right.
like you can see it on the faces as well, like grain.
oh,
Yeah. It feels like it was just encoded badly, but it's like I'm not sure if it was deliberate or not.
it should have been deliberate because I mean the grain can be added, and if it's not in the documentary, then I don't know if it was an encoding thing or probably isn't. Honestly, I would say they added it to make it more of like
Yeah.
a nostalgic type of thing.
Possibly. It just does put me off a bit. And it's a shame because I do like the video because it's got all the footage of when they were making it. And then that just puts me off.
I didn't notice it.
I noticed it, but at first I remember noticing it even when I watched it on YouTube, and I thought, oh, that must just be a YouTube issue. And then I thought on the Blu-ray,
Interesting.
and I was like,
Yeah. No, actually, that is funny because I remember when I first put in the Blu-ray when I saw like, is there something wrong with my TV?
yeah, that's the thing. Like it's like there's a problem. It's
But I don't think it's that bad. Like, I felt like it was just an artistic thing that they wanted to do. And
Yeah,
you
I
know,
thought
probably.
for
so
some
too.
it works. For some it works. For some it doesn't. You know,
I don't think it worked here.
I didn't mind it after that. I just got used to it. Uh,
I've got used to it, yeah, but
but I really liked if you watch the behind the scenes and then watch that video again, you like all the different parts from the behind the scenes that they took, and you're like, oh yeah.
I
Like at some of the funny parts.
yeah, I just really love the Momotomai scenes in that. I
Like
Oh yeah, I knew you'd like those.
or
yeah.
or like when Kaneko is at the control the control board and she's
Oh
just like,
yeah.
okay.
Like she's in control, and I'm like, I'm not sure I
Yeah.
trust. I'm just like, I'm
Like
not sure
she's
I
a
trust
producer
you.
suddenly.
I'm not sure I would
Oh,
trust like Kaneko as a producer. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm just not sure I would.
I don't know. She did a pretty good job for that one part.
For the one part.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was because she was the one doing the directing or the other party who will remain anonymous was hiding. She was hiding from her, wasn't she? Like so
Hmm.
she couldn't see, like blocking with the music stand.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think it's overall quite nice, but I don't know. That just I don't I don't
It's
like
in
the
the
grain.
same it's in the same feel as Haki no Yoake is, where we have the two main attractions, and then there's just one little bonus thing.
Mm.
Uh, the $10,000 mic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Um I know I keep mentioning I just can't get past the grain in it. I like the video. I can't the grain always annoys me when I watch it.
Uh,
And it's off. Like I still like the video. It's just off putting. If like the problem is some of the footage is only in that as well. Like most of the footage is taken from the documentary, but some of it's just to that. So like even if you try to recreate the music video, you're using the footage from the documentary and therefore without the grain. You couldn't really. But yeah. Anyway, I've got nothing more to add. I love the video. It's just the grain.
yeah, I like the video. I like the song.
You
I
could
like their
say
outfits too.
yeah. You could say I like to run
Yes,
against the grain.
that little outfit in the beginning that
Oh.
Kaneko has is awesome. Like the overall sort
Oh
of thing
yeah.
that I
It's
don't know
nice to
why I
see them in
really like.
casual outfits.
Yeah, like what is it called? Street dress or something? I can't remember. Regular, normal, something.
Street
Yeah, you
clothes.
mean like normal
Street
Yeah, yeah,
clothing,
clothing?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There it
It's not
is.
got a name. It's just normal clothing.
Yeah.
What is fascinating concept? Is it normal clothes?
Yeah.
Wow, I need to research this. I've never seen this before.
What is that?
When
Yet
what?
another mind blowing revelation from Mark.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Or when they had Momoko with the amplifier. Sorry, I just remembered that.
mm.
Remember, there was like a high note
Oh yeah, she had to practice. Yeah.
she had to hit, and I think it was Mahoro, and she
It was Mahoroba, yeah.
yeah, and she had to hold that amplifier to help. It's a really good exercise, actually. Though I just forgot.
But yeah, I know it's technically later on in the album than Hakinaoke, but I think I want to. I think it would be best to cover the Mahara Vacation one first,
All right.
I think so too.
since
All right.
since we did see that one before. No, we saw Hakinaoke way first. I mean, never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mahara Vacation is incredible.
It's one of the most screen capable MVs they've ever made.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have so many screen caps of that MV.
I don't, but that doesn't take away the point that it is.
Yeah.
Like pretty much every frame they're in, you can screen cap.
Yeah.
Basically. The one thing that gets me is that in a lot of MomoClo's music videos,
Brought to you
like
by Marshall Amplification.
you don't get many good group shots. Ironically, You get some great solo shots of each member,
Right.
but you only get, say, maybe 1 or 2 moments where you can get a good group shot. But in this music video, like, there's so many like close-up shots with the whole group in. When they're doing the yoga, when they're doing like the da 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 da, and they're flicking the fingers side to side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's
Yeah.
just so many good group screen capable moments in that music
Yeah.
video that I that it definitely is a more screen capable one. But I love the yoga segment, and then I love the fantasy
Yes.
segments.
That's probably my favorite one.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
all around a good music video.
Plus,
I'd say that this music video in general focuses a lot more on the group itself than the individual members.
yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Right.
Plus, I love the the bit in English, which is like the ladies and gentlemen, the most exciting stage show you've ever witnessed.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that. Where like, and now they're just all in their yoga positions, and then he's just like chilling in the back, like saying that. Yeah, it's amazing.
I really like that. It's very bright too.
Yes, it is very, very
Like,
bright.
in contrast with We Are Born, which is has more of like
Gritty.
a reddish
Gritty.
tint to it. This has a not much brighter.
Yeah, like
Uh,
even like the CG bits are very like brightly colored anyway. But even
Yeah.
when they're in doing the yoga, you've got the contrast between the floor and the walls and all the different ornaments, and like the traditional stuff in the background. Like each
Right.
of them's like a different color and all contrast. They've got quite bright but like casual outfits. And again, that's
Yeah.
another thing. I like how it's a lot of casual outfits.
Yeah.
Like the yoga bits are just like they're wearing like joggers and and a top, basically.
Right. Yeah. It's like they just woke up.
But yeah.
It's like a part of a morning routine or something. Except their spirits
Oh
for
yeah.
some reason.
They get the spirits taken out of them and then they come back. The bit at the end when they're like all just drinking and then kind of go just like
That's one of my favorite parts of
Yeah.
this whole video.
I literally like I played that scene about 5 or 6 times in a row. It's a it oh it's great. Yeah, I just love the music video. I think it's the best of the ones on the 2 albums. It's just great all around.
Yeah, it is. The two main MVs for these albums were all around really great.
Yeah, and both for different reasons as well.
Right.
Like
They
what
weren't like they weren't like the same thing. They had different things happening.
both mixed fantasy elements with thingy, but both did in such different ways.
Yeah.
Like ways you wouldn't necessarily
Kind
expect.
of almost like a parallel universe sort of thing.
Yeah. Which almost feels like what the 2 albums are in general.
Exactly.
It's just great. I have no complaints.
Me either.
But yeah, anyway. Finally.
Moving on
Yeah,
Last
finally.
video.
to the MomoClo clip show.
Yeah, that's basically all it is. Haki no Yoake. The New Year one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first song we heard from the 2 albums. It's... At first, I'll be honest, I thought the reason it was with a clip compilation was because it was being shown at the end of the year and they didn't want to show the music video yet and they were going to do a different music video when it came round to it.
That's what a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
thought
people
the
thought.
same.
At the same
like it.
time, I don't think it's a bad thing, but it is a bit of a downer. Like it's a good.
think-
I like the video and I like how it's just a clip show, but at the same time, maybe it would have been nice to actually have new footage.
I think the word that best fits is underwhelming. Not that it's bad. It's just
Yeah,
it's stuff we've seen.
yeah.
You
It's
know?
Right.
It feels like you could make your own music video and it would look a bit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially since a
I
lot of
actually
it's from
used
like
clips from
the.
it in one of my videos.
Mm, Especially since a lot of the footage is like stuff that's from like when they do the little videos pre-concerts, and like they'll talk to the camera because it's got like the fade in, fade out, or like like the blur and blur out even. It's got a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
like a VTR at a concert.
yeah, it is. It's like a VTR at a concert pushed for a music video.
Well, it uses a lot of VTRs from the concerts.
Right.
Yeah,
The
that
opening to Momokuri and
Momokuri,
to
Otokomatsuri.
the 410 and to 2011 Summer Dive
Oh yeah, it goes to some really early stuff
and
and then it shows more
All
recent
Stars
stuff.
2012. It uses a lot of them.
Yeah.
Men's Festival, I think, is used
Yeah,
in there too.
Otokomatsuri's in there, in there. The newest Otokomatsuri as well. Like, both Otokomatsuris are in.
I
It's,
thought it was really cool.
yeah,
It
it's a
was
cool
more.
music video, and I like how it's got the footage, because very... Here's the other reason why I don't think the other
I like how
videos...
it's retrospective.
This is the other reason why I don't think the grain on the other video, that was, the grain on the other video wasn't nostalgia, because if you were going to do it, you do it on this video, because this video is literally old clips, and it's perfect for nostalgia.
Right.
And like I felt very nostalgic because like I know some of you are a lot more like last couple of years, but like and I'm like the sort of like old grandpa. But like having been into the group for 4 years, at the point when I'd heard this video, because like you go back to yeah it was definitely 2011, yeah, but like you're looking at this and it's like yeah, so it's 4 years, yeah. I was just trying to work out whether it was 4 or 5 or whatever. But when this video, I was just like, I was looking back at this footage and it just like reminded me of everything, and I was like, oh, this is nice, this is
Right.
nice. It is just a shame there wasn't any new footage. Really?
Oh well.
Yeah.
I still like it.
I think the sort of song it is also means it fits quite well with it with just being a clip show.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like the whole song just has like the reminiscence feel to it.
Right.
Actually, I have to say about the video that I wasn't a huge fan of. I actually thought my headphones were broken when I first heard it because the audio wasn't quite right for the song.
Mm?
Might just be a YouTube thing.
Might be.
It might be. I think it's just the way they did. I don't know. The song sounds a lot better on the album than it does in the video.
Mm.
For
It's
some
been a long
reason, my
time, so I
headphones
don't
were.
remember.
Yeah, it's a nice music video.
I like it though. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, is there any closing comments?
Well, once again, we had our minds blown by Alberto.
With things that we never
You can always
noticed.
take that away from this episode.
He blew our minds last time too, and I forgot what he said last time.
Oh, about
He said
how
some.
that wasn't your first fight in the Mononofu community.
No.
Oh, not that.
No. Why do you have to bring that? Why do you have to bring that up again, Alberto? No.
I
Isn't that what blew your minds?
What?
Mm? I'm confused now.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm lost.
I don't either.
What was it that like blew your minds
Oh,
last
I
time?
forgot. I'm trying to. I remembered while we were talking, and then I forgot. Over the 5 minutes ago, I knew it.
No, I don't remember.
Oh shoot! Something. I'm
It's
not gonna
alright. It
remember
doesn't
until
really
after.
matter.
No, but we just know that Alberto is good at blowing our minds. I
Yeah.
guess.
I
Pointing
still did
things
not
out.
notice that about the egg and the sperm.
Me either.
Yeah, rewatch it and you'll see it.
It's great.
Yeah, it's incredible. But anyway,
But yeah, I think
I
we're
think
done.
yeah, we have gone on quite a while actually. We're over 2 hours at this point, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
one
Oh
it's
a.m.
gone on
boy.
pretty
It's one
long.
a.m. for me, so I wouldn't
Is
mind.
anybody still listening?
Yeah, we have 7
Apparently,
people online right now.
I think we
Oh,
peaked at
jeez.
like 12 or 13 at one point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not
Yeah,
so
So
bad.
thanks so much for sticking through and enduring this long 2 hours
Drawn
plus with
out.
us.
yeah. I don't know how you did it.
I I I didn't mind it.
Yeah, me neither.
Ow. That was my tooth again.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
go get that checked out.
hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time with another episode. We'll have finished our MV discussion, so we'll have to get thinking of a topic for us to cover. I'm sure we'll
Yep.
be able to find one. But until then, I'd say adios, amigos.